In the heart of the golden city of Babylon, a shadow was falling. Daniel, a man of unwavering faith, had risen to become the king's most trusted advisor. But where there is favor, there is also jealousy. Deep in the palace, the king's other officials gathered. They knew they couldn't find a single flaw in Daniel's work, so they decided to turn his faith into a trap. Unaware of the plot, Daniel continued his life of devotion. 3 times a day, he knelt by his window, facing the distant ruins of Jerusalem. He wasn't praying for power or wealth. He was simply talking to his God. To Daniel, these moments were more vital than the air he breathed. The conspirators played on King Darius's pride. They convinced him to sign a law. For 30 days, anyone caught praying to any god or man, except the king himself, would be thrown into the lion's den. Darius, flattered and blind to the trap, pressed his royal seal into the wax. The law was final. It could not be changed. The trap snapped shut. The officials burst into Daniel's home and found him exactly where they expected, on his knees, praying to the God of Israel. They dragged him before the king. Darius was heartbroken. He realized he'd been played, but even a king could not break the law of the Medes and Persians. As the sun began to set, they led Daniel to the edge of the pit. Below, in the darkness, the sound of low, hungry growls echoed off the stone walls. It was a place where no man had ever returned from. With heavy hearts, the guards lowered Daniel into the abyss. Before the stone was rolled over the entrance, King Darius whispered a final desperate hope: "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." The stone crashed shut, sealing Daniel in total darkness. The lions lunged forward, their teeth bared. But suddenly the den was filled with a light not of this world. An angel of the Lord stood in the shadows. With a single touch, the lions became as gentle as lambs. In the presence of the Almighty, the hunters became companions. The king did not sleep that night. At the first light of dawn, he raced back to the pit, his voice trembling with grief. He called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to rescue you?" A voice rang out from the depths, strong and clear. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions." As Daniel was lifted out, the kingdom stood in awe. Not a scratch was found on him, for he had trusted in his God. On that day, Babylon learned that there is no law higher and no king greater than the Lord of hosts.